Whoa. Whoa, this looks kind of dope. What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. So we got some earnings coming up. We got Facebook, Qualcomm, Spotify. Wow, T-Mobile. Yo, Spotify usually reports like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning because they're a European company. Knowing that they're reporting after hours today, it's probably gonna be trash, man. But it's gonna be some interesting earnings. We got Facebook tomorrow. We got Amazon and Snapchat and the rest of the social media companies. So let's check that out. Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? AMD was crazy today. Gave back some of the gains. Hopefully that was just giving people buying opportunity. How you guys like the new setup with your like your comments showing up on the side? What's up, Mario? Nasty Nate, Darius, how you guys doing? QRVO. I think they're also a semiconductor company as well. They just reported good earnings. I see. Earnings per share is 298 as opposed to 276. Sales is 1.11 billion as opposed to 1.11, so pretty in line. 3% decrease compared to last year and 1% increase in sales compared to last year. Stock was trading 166 last year. Kind of cheap, kind of cheap. We could see a nice move here. Why is stock is so cheap? Why? Why? Qualcomm also came out as well. Let's check that out. Did we kill it? Yo, what's up, Cup of Magic? How you doing? Chris, Spotify dropping fast. Oh, we gotta check out the Spotify earnings then. What's going on, Kip? I'll go back to the big screen. Let's check out Qualcomm. Let's see what they said. Oh, what the hell? It went up and then it went down. What's going on? Q1 earnings per share, $3.23. The estimate of 301. Sales is 10.71 as opposed to 10.42 billion. 48% increase compared to the same period last year. 30% increase in sales compared to last year. Last year, company was trading at some random price between 148 to 167. So kind of cheap compared to last year, not gonna lie. But not sure why it's pricing a downtrend. What's the Q2 looking like? The hell? Great quarter, man. Great guidance. Kind of like AMD. Q2, they're looking to hold about 2.8 to $3 EPS as opposed to 2.49. Sales is 10.2 to 11 as opposed to 9.6 billion. That's a great earnings, man. What's going on here? Today they just want to flop. They think they're gonna make 700 billion in the next decade. Well, no, obviously so. Business outlook. Split. No split. I'm just surfing real quick to see if they say anything about split or anything. No split. Let's check out Facebook. Oh my gosh. Oh. Jesus. Oh. Why? Why? Why, Zuckerberg? Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, the greatest facepalm right now. Oh, stream ended, bro. I'm out. Oh, oh. Why? Oh, why? Oh my gosh. Jesus, bro. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. There goes the bullish catalyst in the market. One job, bro. One job, man. Oh, we just lost. Like, I felt like from that, we just lost all bullishness in the market. Yesterday we were probably pretty bullish, and now with this, it's just like it's over. It's over, man. You know, like I didn't buy anything. I didn't play anything on Facebook because I knew it was gonna be a while. I didn't wanna gamble on Facebook because I already have excessive exposure. Like I already have excessive exposure in the Q sector, the tech sector in general. So I had excessive exposure on the bullish side, and I didn't want to play Facebook because I knew that if something didn't go right, it was gonna be bad for us. Um, so I mean, like I'm not directly hurt by Facebook, but I am indirectly hurt by Facebook because I flipped extremely bullish on the market, and this just killed all the bullish momentum. So it's kind of trash. I mean, look at how much the S&P 500 just dropped. We went from a close of 457, right, to 400. Like we went from a close of 457 and 35 cents to a close of to after hours of 454. That's a 3-point drop in the S&P 500. That's a huge drop. And this is like it's ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous. Like I mean, like I saw us tagging the resistance at 326 today too. Like I could understand if Facebook drops to like $300, that's fine, whatever, right? I think overall everything will still be fine if they had dropped down to $300. That's a 20-point drop, but they you know they're dropping almost 60 points. This is like the Netflix level kind of drop. So it's like it's taking things to like a whole nother level. Um, but let's see why this earnings is so trash. Honestly, earnings per share is $3.67. Miss estimate of 384. Sales is 33.67 billion as opposed to 33.38. So they beat on sales. Earnings per share was weak. They said that was a 5.4% decrease compared to the same period last year in EPS. So they're missing on the margin side. Uh, However, sales is still about 20% increase, give or take, compared to the same period last year. Their expense guidance is coming a little lower, which is good, right? 90 to 95 as opposed to 91 to 97. I mean, they're saying good things. They're saying good things here. Monthly active users up, users 2.91 billion, up 4% year over year. Daily active users up 5% year over year. So they're saying good things. Not even sure why they drop. It just scams. this making me think Amazon gonna tank their earnings. I hope not. I mean, to a certain extent, we know that Amazon is gonna have their weakest earning this quarter. We know that to a certain extent. But if they have a miss on top of this weak quarter too, like they're already priced in for a very, very bad quarter, and they said that before in their previous guidance. But if they actually miss the bad quarter that they're already priced in, it's gonna be bad. So revenue on a full year basis, right? Year over year, 2020 compared to 2021, 37% increase. Cost increase was around the same, but at the end of the day, net income was still like 35% increase. So doing pretty good there on a year over year basis from 2020 to 2021. Why is this showing the same? They said they expect first quarter of the total revenue to be in the range of 27 to 29 billion. Okay, so that would kind of bring them to, around higher than last year by a little bit. They say between 3 to 11% year over year growth, but it's gonna be a weaker quarter compared to the December quarter. They said they're expecting to be impacted by headwinds to both impression and price growth. Okay, so they said there are some factors that can potentially impact their growth. From Apple's iOS change on all the social media companies a while back. The other change was from people having lower budget for advertising, and some headwind from FX rates, but that's usually not an issue. Most of these major companies are able to hedge against that. They probably ran out of repurchasing power. They do have a lot of free cash flow. Wow. It's over. It's over, man. Jesus. Let me see. What is the next support on Facebook? Jeez. Where are we now? After hour, we're at 260s. So we got the pre-COVID level over here. Got the pre-COVID level there. We have another double bottom over here. 246. Yo, just get to 246 already at this point, man. Just do it. Like, I don't even know what you're waiting for anymore, Facebook. Just get there. Just get there, man. I mean, there's really no... I mean, there's a little bit level here, but honestly, there's really no real level between here and there. So, like, there's no real level between here to here. So best case, honestly, is for Facebook to come back to 245, 246 range. And then, you know, see if we can hold that level for a reversal to the upside. Believe it or not, I closed my Facebook put too. I actually closed a lot of puts today. I had some SPY lead puts that I had open, and I was looking in the market and I was like, man, I kind of closed them. But the other thing that was kind of sussing me out today a little bit was crypto. Tommy actually called this out. He was like, yo, crypto dump. And like, you know, sometimes crypto be doing sus things, right? Dump for no reason. So crypto actually had pretty good news, and it had that big dump. It tried to backtest this super trend line on the TO trend line over here. It tried to super backtest it, and it kind of failed at backtest. And it also liquidated a lot of bears too on crypto. So a lot of bearish players got wrecked on crypto. And then, you know, we backtest. We've been failing that backtest, and we're dumping here. So I don't know at the rate things are going. I don't even think this line is going to hold no more. This line is probably going to break. If that breaks, potentially everything can break. I mean, at least I sold a Google position I had yesterday. That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing out of it. The market has been pretty scammy though, because I don't know if you guys remember, we had like these 440s for Netflix, and we needed Netflix to come back to like, I think like 440 levels for us to break even, and we needed to get there by last Friday. So obviously it didn't come, it didn't get there last Friday. It got here like, you know, yesterday or today, and then it just kind of, you know, died from there. It didn't even touch this major trend line on 469 as well. It's probably what everybody was looking for. Everybody was probably looking for the gap fill, and it didn't happen. So it just scammed the market. Kind of messed up. So a lot of people probably got wrecked on that too. Yeah, GG, bro. GG. Oof. Let's see. Well, what are the earnings we have going on today? Look at Qualcomm. Yeah, I think all the earnings today has been extra bearish after hours, probably with the exception of T-Mobile. But I think even this like bullishness on T-Mobile is gonna be done, yo. Forget about it. Nice. Very nice hot slang. So you think my TQQ options will be okay? Oh shoot. I have TQQQ shares, man. They're probably down a lot. Oh. Let's check out Spotify. You guys said Spotify got beat up too? What are they saying? It's okay. It's okay, guys. We hold hands together. Amazon earnings is later this week. So Amazon earnings on Thursday. It's okay. We ride together. Spotify. More like crucify. For reals. So Spotify, they said they've been growing their monthly active users. Premium subscribers are up. Ad-supported monthly active users are up. Like, all these things are up. Actually, revenue is up. They're having a good quarter here. Probably not as good as expected, maybe. So they're growing like 16% year over year. 15% revenue growth year over year. I think these are the markets. So 418. Oh. So monthly active user was 406. They expect to grow to 418 in next quarter. So revenue this quarter was 2.68. Next quarter they expect revenue to be a little bit weaker. Oh. What's the float? So they said like last quarter, they talked about like buying back shares, and they bought some shares back. So they'll probably buy some more shares back now that they're at $160. Last time they bought shares, it was at 222. So I mean, usually if they have an authorization to buy back their own shares, and stock price drops to a lower number, they're probably gonna buy back more shares at this point. So that's why they ran up a little bit last quarter too. When they dropped, they bought back the shares. So now they're dropping again. Probably a next like VWAP or a good moving average area, they'll probably buy back more shares, honestly, or a good support area. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good support area, 160s, because this is at the tops of January 2020s. I don't see why they wouldn't buy back shares. So Spotify is actually going to be a little bit interesting here. I think that this $160 area is actually going to be pretty good. It's creating a nice buying opportunity. I mean, worst case, come back to these low COVID lows. $111. I'll probably consider owning some shares, even though I'm not crazy about the company. Um, can you imagine if Spotify came down to pre-COVID levels? I mean, after COVID levels? Would you guys buy the dip if Spotify came down here? I think mornings are probably the best time to exit on VIX. Who knows, man? Who knows at this point? Yo, what's up, Fiat World? Yeah, Facebook got murdered, bro. We got murdered. All of us got murdered. I don't know about you guys. The market just gave up all of the gains that it had from that V-shaped recovery today. I don't know if it impacts Spotify, but they have a bunch of artists leaving their platform over some controversy. Oh yeah, I saw that over the weekend. Yeah, Spotify's gonna have to do something. I mean, they're gonna have to decide like what's more worth it, like like kicking off their number one podcast guy, Joe Rogan, or or like or like or like losing all these other artists. So I mean, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, we looked at the Qualcomm earnings as well. It was a pretty good earnings, honestly. But market is just brutal. Everything's just down today, with the exception of T-Mobile. But like if T-Mobile is pretty ugly, I mean, if market is pretty ugly tomorrow, I'm pretty sure that T-Mobile is gonna get wrecked as well. Snapchat down 20% for Facebook ER. Yeah, that's all the social media companies gonna be wrecked. Tough market today, man. But man, we kind of talked a little bit about this when Netflix had the earnings during like our podcast episode in the mornings. We talked about this like a little while back, about how like Netflix was the first one to start the earnings, right? For the whole sector, as like the whole tech sector. I don't know if you guys remember, and Netflix had a really really bad earnings. So we were joking about how like that could potentially set the tone for the entire market, because like if that's how it is usually, and as you can see like throughout, like I don't have any shares of Spotify right now, by the way. So and then throughout the quarter, we saw like everything from like Microsoft to Apple and all these other big tech report, and Netflix kind of killed it for everybody else, and then Microsoft was pretty ugly as well. They didn't really move much. I think Apple was the only one that moved a little bit, so added some bullishness to the market, but overall things just kept getting smacked down. And then we had the really good, crazy earnings from Google, right? Even though I wasn't that favorable, I don't know if how many of you guys stayed to the end of the stream yesterday. I was actually not that crazy about the Google earnings because of the like people said it was good growth, and it was reasonable growth, but the stock also appreciated a lot as well. And we're like a valuation we assess throughout the whole market. So I wasn't too crazy about the Google, but hey, they announced stock split. It was hard not to be bullish about it, right? But then they also did some silly things. They said, "Yo, we announced the stock split, but we're not gonna do the stock split till like July. Like from now to July. Like, dude, right now it's February. Like when is July, dude? you know, like like that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 5, 6 months from now, right? Um, and like Who knows, man? I might not even make it to my birthday in July. I might not even live that long. Who knows what's gonna happen? So nobody knows. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that about the Google earnings. Oh, Peep1112. Thanks for subbing yesterday, man. Sorry if I missed this. I think it's got Moat as an investing point very much. What was this? Yeah, we all got mutilated. Facts. We did. We did. In my opinion, Spotify would be killed by Amazon, YouTube. They need to innovate in order to compete with the big giants. Yeah, I agree. I'm not too crazy about Spotify. I think the best thing they have is their podcast and the engagement from that. You know, for the longest time, Spotify wasn't even making money, and they didn't even start. They didn't even start doing ads until like late last year or something like that. And then now YouTube is coming pretty hard with the YouTube music, but knowing Google, man, if it's not making buttload of money, they might not care enough about it. So, so I really don't see much competition from Google. And then Amazon is like iffy. Like, yes, people that have Amazon Alexa will probably use the music, but then for everybody else that don't have it, they might not use the app because the Amazon interface, the Amazon's user interface has not been friendly, man. Even the shopping app is not like super great. You guys ever try to share something that you want to buy on Amazon with somebody else? It's so glitchy. Nice. Good job, man. Good job hedging. Possibly. Wow. Ballsy PX1. Ballsy. I like it. I know. Sorry to hear that. Sucks. Yo, for reals. Fake split. Like, you know what that tells me, yo? Like, if they think they're gonna, if they announce the split now, right? Usually when the company announces a split, they announce the split and the completion before the next quarter comes, right? And look at Google. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys the bearish thesis, right? Um, don't hate me though. So the split is gonna be in July, right? So they're gonna have another quarter in April, and then they're gonna have a quarter after that in late July. Now, the only reason that I can think of Google announcing the split right now, as opposed to announcing the split um in in April, is because they probably know they're, because I mean, yo, Google is a AI company, right? They're mass smart. They should know these things probably. They probably already have great projections. They probably know that they're not gonna have a better quarter next quarter than this quarter, possibly, and because of that, they're not announcing the split that quarter. Because typically, most companies when they announce a stock split, they want to announce it on a great quarter. That's usually when they want to do it. They usually announce it when they're having a really really phenomenal quarter, and if they're announcing it this quarter as opposed to next quarter, then they're probably pricing in the fact that this is probably going to be one of the best quarters they'll have in a while. Um, so so I don't know. I don't know. That's the theory on that. Because I've never seen a company announce a stock split so far out, dude. Never. Nah, Apple. I mean, Apple had a great split, but they never announced it like super duper far out like that. Like 5 6 months, man. All these apps are probably trash, man. Dang. UI designers are probably the most like useful people in the space, I guess, and there's just not enough of them. Ravi. Luckily, I saw all my calls. Dang. Man, lucky, bro. Congratulations. What's up with PayPal? What are we looking at? There goes the market. It's not that bad. Come on, man. You're gonna tell me to look at something? Make sure it's down 10%. What's up, CG2K? MySpace to cry Facebook. What's up, Trunk? For reals at this point. Yo, maybe the earnings call will we cover. They're going to get a lot of ad revenue from travel. We took a look at it earlier today already. It was a decent earnings. It was reasonable. All right, let's check out the other earnings. MCK, pretty flat after hours. What did they say? Earnings per share is 6.15, beat estimate of 5.42, sales is 68.6 as opposed to 66.49. 33% increase compared to the same period last year. The company was trading 183. 9% increase in sales compared to last year. Stock split. So this company delivers drugs and stuff. Distributions of supply and things like that. Oh. They think they're gonna have another 37 to 39% growth for 2022. And they're excluding the impact of the above item over here. Oh wow. So they're not even counting their like their impacts from the COVID stuff that they could potentially be making money from. Or so they said. %10 increase in revenue compared to last year. They shipped a bunch of vaccines. Nothing crazy there. Pretty strong guidance for 2022. Much higher than estimate there. RYN. Meta Merc. We're gonna need Bill Ackman to come out and say that he bought the dip on Facebook at this point too. if Bill Ackman doesn't come out and say that he bought the dip on Facebook, it's over. It's over. Itchy butthole. Oh man. Yeah, we went over Qualcomm a little bit. They had a decent earnings, reasonable earnings, but it dropped with the market. Everything kind of dropped after hours today. Oh, actually, we cover a lot of the drop. I guess people had a chance to went through it, to go through and stuff. So they had a pretty reasonable earnings. They're trading below last year's price. They're making more money. They're having good growth, quarter over quarter, year over year. So 30-40% growth. And the stock price, is trading pretty close to last year's price. MetLife also reported earnings today as well. AMD good or bad? AMD had a good earnings yesterday, but I think with everything going down today, it's gonna be iffy. MetLife also reported Q4 earnings. Earnings per share is $2.01 as opposed to $1.47. 99-cent decrease compared to the same period last year. Let's take a look real quick. What's going on with MySpace? Is MySpace even around still? I remember the last time I heard about it, it was Justin Timberlake or somebody was investing in it. I could be wrong. Yo, you know what was sus about Facebook though? You guys want to see something sus? Oh, this thing is not opening up. Let me see. Let me show you. I saw this other day that I thought it was kind of sus about Facebook. Look at these sales. She's been unloading like hardcore, yo. Just unloading. Zuckerberg is like, I'm the first one out. Let me unload first. So, like, let me unload. So he goes do 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 do, and then he's like, now that I'm done, you guys may proceed, and then they go like do 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 do, and then these are the people that are waiting online. They exercise the option to get the shares, so now they're waiting to unload. They're gonna go do 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 do. So I'm just fudding you guys, man. Just kidding around. But this guy actually did unloaded some shares. So he exercised the options here and started to unload here. But actually, she's not even unloading that much shares, just a little bit. I was just messing with you guys, man. I was just messing with you guys. She's not actually unloading that much. I remember Twitter CEO used to do that a lot. I don't know if he still did. Jack Dorsey, he used to like sell like every quarter or something, or every month. Like Jack used to sell every month, and he would say it was just because he needed a source of income. But this was like back then. I don't think he has much anymore. I think that's pretty much all the big earnings we have for today, right? Amazon is not today. Amazon is tomorrow. So we kind of went over Spotify. Oh, did we not? I didn't see a line. Let me see. Is this the dental company? Yeah, that's a dental company. Oh, they dropped too. So Align Q4 earnings per share was $2.83. Supposed to 273. That's a beat on the margin side. Sales is 1.03 billion. That's supposed to 1.02. 8% increase compared to the same period last year. 23% increase in sales compared to last year. Trading pretty far below last year's prices. 2-year basis actually ran up a lot. So did not see much growth compared to last year. But on the 2-year basis, the stock has grown almost 100%. Stock split. They said 2021 was a record year for them. Full year net revenue was $4 billion. Operating margin was 24.7%. They were on the high end of guidance. Wow. But Invisalign case shipments are slowing down a little bit. Quarter over quarter is negative 3.7%. Year over year is 11%. Revenue is up pretty good still. Net income up about 20% there. They said they still have a lot of money left over to buy back their stocks. I wonder if more people are getting their teeth done after COVID as opposed to prior to COVID. Because, like, they're not going to see nobody and stuff anymore. What is SU? Did you look at AGNC the other day? Yeah, I did look at it a little bit. They had a good earnings. They're paying a huge dividend, so that's pricing down the value of that company. It's like a REIT or a mortgage company, I think. It's a mortgage type company. Everything metaverse related dumping with Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Conference call, man. They're gonna have to sound really bullish. You guys want to see the chart for Facebook? Yeah, we lost the band too. We broke out of the band. 200 moving average is around 230s. So honestly, just get to that. Just to get to that area, man. Just get to that 223 area. Yeah, big haircut. Brutal. Wait, did we hit 245? Oh, we did. We hit 244. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I think when I first drew this line, it wasn't there yet, right? Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't there when I first drew it. Because I remember it was like it was at a higher level because it didn't drop 20+% yet. So this is a good area to bounce. Yeah, this is what I was. Is that where you got in? PX1R at that support line right there. Where is this tech money going? Who knows where the tech money is going, yo? Yeah, might not be a bad idea. Maybe to get some leaps. I mean, if we lose this 245 area, the next area of real support is probably further down at like 220s, right? This is like pre-COVID tops. This is like January 2020 levels. I have a pretty big bet on the fangs today, and it's getting pretty brutal. I mean, I guess that's what we got. That's what we get. I guess for like for for this huge run up. I guess that's what we're getting punished because we ran up so much, right? From like the last few days to like Monday, we had a crazy ape run, and that's usually how they trap people too. Like when you have such a crazy ape run, that's how usually most people get trapped because everybody is start coming in and going like buy 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 buy. When it's already up like 1,000%. Jeez. The Russell's been weak too as well. Let me turn off the bands. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting area. We're going to backtest at this point. We're going to backtest that break over. Actually, Q's already backtest. The Q's are already backtesting the move here. So if SPY doesn't hold, where do we hit? 453 after hours. So tomorrow we need SPY to kind of hold that 450 area. If we backtest that 450 range and we don't hold it, then we're probably going to come back for another move down. What was the market outlook I posted this week? Let me see. Did I see this move and I forget it? Let me go check with myself. What's up, guys? It's your boy 007 Wall Street. 4 a.m. January 31st. Let's look at the market. Got the four charts here. Got S&P 500. We have the QQQ tech sector, the financial sector right, and dollar index in the bottom. So looking at the SPY sector, we actually got a pretty good close on Friday, and market was looking pretty bullish. Yeah, it gets a little weird listening to myself sometimes. Is it weird for you guys too? A little bit. Friday we closed at 441.95, which is typically pretty bullish signal because that was the low. That was above the low of the previous week's low point. So we were able to close above that. That's pretty good. One thing I like about the SPY sector is that we have some good earnings. Microsoft, Apple, and Apple is getting a lot of price upgrades across the Dang, all the flame.
Ride to the upside for this week, as long as that's not a bull trap. For SPY, we could potentially see a move to, say, 455 would be a good area to take profit, 4555 ES, give or take. And then the tech sector on the bottom here, this week we've got a lot of catalysts for the tech sector as well, because we have a lot of semiconductors reporting this week between AMD, Qualcomm, a bunch more. And then in addition to that, we have Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Maybe we get Amazon split. I don't know. I always pray for that. Looking at the cues, we could potentially get a reversal, follow up just like it did with SPY. And, coming back to this move to 360s and back test, that could be a good area to profit from 346 to 360s. And that's probably where we're probably locking in and just concerns down a little bit if we get a move there. And then on the financial sector side, we had a good move, we had a good bounce last week between Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yo, I play myself. So I just listened to like the first part of it. I just realized I played myself, man. Let me show you guys. Hold up, is this the chart? Alright. So look, I literally drew the financial sector coming back to this $39-$60 area, and we hit it. We hit it, right? That was where I was expecting to take profit. And then SPY, I was like, yo, if we get to 455, take profit. I told myself that the plan for this week was that if we hit 455 to take profit, and then Google came out with the stock split and just kind of like destroy my whole plan. Not necessarily destroy the plan. Like the plan is still there, but it just destroyed my whole mindset of taking profit at 455, because I already took profit around like 450-ish, and I had some profit left over to take at 455. And instead of taking profit, I actually added some bullish positions for that Google play. So kind of played myself a little bit there when I should have been taking profit. Dang. Dave asks, will Facebook pull 240 tomorrow? Well, let's see. I drew some major supports, right? I think 245 is a major support there. We need to hold that position, actually. If we go under 245, next major level, I would look to buy the dip. A dollar cost average is probably 223-ish. So, that's pretty much it. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna end it here. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully Amazon pulls something out of their butt and kind of carry us at this point. That's like Amazon is pretty much our last hope at this point. It's the last stand, yo. It's the last stand, boys. We're either gonna die, like either we're gonna get a repeat of the February crash of 2020, or we coming back. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Take care and have a good night. Don't cry too much. Good luck.